He's done a lot to the drumming community, and he's, without him, I'm sure you wouldn't have a lot of drummers out there that you have now. Anyway, having said that, here's him completely f***ing up for 6 minutes and 8 seconds. Hello, welcome to another React video. This one's a little different. It's not a Drumeo video. It is Lars Ulrich Drumming Fails Compilation 2019. I don't know if it's all his fails within 2019 or from his, beginnings to 2019. I don't know. We'll find out. It's bad when you type in Lars Ulrich and the first thing that comes up is fail compilation. This is not a Lars bash video. It's a little bit. I'll put it like this. I almost made a really mean joke. I won't because I owe a lot to Lars. Lars was like, other than Ringo Starr, Lars Ulrich was like the first drummer that I knew. The first famous drummer in and band. The first one. And he was like idol of mine. He still is. Like we'll get onto that later. I was like besotted with him at a young age. I just thought his drums were so cool, and I just thought he was really cool. His drum set looked really cool. There's a pattern here. How iconic is that white Tama double bass drum set with the black hardware? Like, that drum set is so iconic. He really played the hell out of those drums. Early 90s when he was cool. It's not that Lars was bad. Oh, I don't want to get into this. He just didn't stay good, is what it is. I had, well, my sister had, and I subsequently watched them on VHS. Their live shows from like Seattle and I think San Diego. One of them was an Injustice for All show, and one of them was the Black Album. And I watched that like a lot. I watched it a lot. There's so many crazy parts of that show. He had 2 drum sets, and during the Four Horsemen, during a little guitar break, he would run from one drum set up the stairs, down the stairs, and then get back perfectly in time to continue the song on the drum set. It was, you have to watch it. He was just, as a kid, I can't remember when I first got into them, like what age exactly, but I was pretty young because, my sister was into them, and I was listening to other music, and she was like, "No, dumbass, listen to this." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Yeah, this is better." Also, isn't Lars a huge part of the management of Metallica? Yes, he is, yeah. Integral to, he's almost like a manager that happens to play drums. Like and like a producer, because he's like every part of the process of recording, he's like part of it. Even when Kirk is doing solos, he's like, oh, he's not, musically trained. Weird, right? So he'll be like, Kirk, like play up here now a little more, and then do a little bit of wah. He like kind of knows what he wants, and Kirk will be like, okay, and he'll just kind of do it. The whole Napster thing kind of like ruined his reputation, but it helped out other musicians and like other bands that didn't have such a big following and were, getting their music, as he put, stolen.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
Maybe I wouldn't have to whore myself out if you kids didn't steal my music.
But whatever. I'm not gonna get into that because I definitely grew up in that generation. But I would never. I never. No. So yeah, Lars. Where am I going? I'm rambling here. I learned a lot from him. Say what you want about him. He definitely doesn't care, which is admirable. He's done a lot to the drumming community, and he's, without him, I'm sure you wouldn't have a lot of drummers out there that you have now. Anyway, having said that, is a great segue. Here's him completely f***ing up for 6 minutes and 8 seconds. Just okay. Turn the page. The Bob Seger cover by Metallica. Lars is doing his traditional fill. Sometimes he'll start a fill on the 1 and kind of end up on the 2, which is something that I learned from him that I definitely do. That one went a little further, and he couldn't find the 1 or the downbeat again. I think I know what this one is. I've seen a clip of this. I can't remember what song, but it's off Injustice for All. I think. I could be wrong. Here we go. Oh no. I try to remember how the fill goes. Can't remember how it goes. It definitely wasn't what he just did. He got that part. But I think it was done on a hi-hat. Oh man. What's the excuse here? Doesn't practice, I suppose. He's quite confident in his drumming abilities. So maybe he thinks he doesn't need to. I don't want to bash him. I don't want to bash him. Thank you for your service, Lars. Thank you. James gave up. Okay, that was Disposable Heroes off of Master of Puppets. He came in too late, is what happened. And so they're not in sync. Everyone else is playing on the downbeat, and he's kind of doing the exact opposite. Oh, it happens. Maybe he dropped a stick and he couldn't know because then he would know where to. I don't know. Maybe he just couldn't transpose in time. I don't know. I love how James gives up. Like, we need to have a meeting. Was that the wrong beat? That's Call of Cthulhu on Ride the Lightning. I don't know if that was the wrong beat. I feel like he does do a downbeat. I don't know. Lars is he's the only drummer that needs subtitles apparently. There's a snare, snare. Typically, music is a universal language, but when Lars is playing, it seems to people get lost. I don't want to bash him. I don't. What if I meet him? I would love to meet him. I saw them live. I didn't meet him though. He wasn't really messing up. He was just doing his usual exaggerated fills. But a funny fact? Is it fun? I don't know. Whatever. Rob Trujillo, the bassist, he always, at least for me, seems like the new guy. Hasn't been in the band as long as any other previous members. He's now been the longest bassist for Metallica, which blows my mind. I can remember when he was like announced as the bassist. Yeah, longer than Jason and of course Cliff. Interesting.
This is served right here, right now for you.
Oh, really? No! Where did he go? He just like this is Injustice for All off of Injustice for All, and that beat, there was no music video for this song, so I couldn't see how he's playing it. I always thought he was playing open-handed. But no, he goes like... Such a badass song. But yeah, he screwed it up, and then he apparently he walked away. I don't know.
We have to start it again?
That was practice. It I guess whatever. This is an old one. They're playing Fade to Black. Is he gonna mess up? This is the intro. Is he gonna mess up coming in? Let's find out. Nope. Oh. James spit at him. I don't know if you guys saw that. Obviously, there's enough evidence that Lars messes up. But what he doesn't mess up that often is like the structure of the song. But usually he messes up because of his fills. Mostly. I don't know. Maybe there's going to be more evidence that he messes up the structure. Oh. The pain. He's just messing up the on one. I mean, he's not young anymore. Coming up with excuses, even though there's like 7-year-old jazz drummers that could just fly around the kit. First of all, it's way too fast, which is a Lars live signature, and that's not helping. Okay. Am I Evil by Diamond Head cover by Metallica. This is the beginning. Is the snare. How can you mess that up, you say? Well, let's find out. Yeah, that's how you can mess it up.
It's alright, you've only played about
Disposable death.
Is it what? It's a 6-stroke roll? There we go.
You can't play that one.
That one's voted out by the band, actually.
There we go. Saved it.
Try getting a more solid beat.
Oh no.
Oh well.
This is Saint Anger territory. We don't talk about this, but here we are. Looks like he only had one rack tom. Oh. One rack tom, one floor tom? Blasphemy. Just kidding.
Try getting a more solid beat.
Regular?
Oh well, you can call it regular.
It's fine. That's fine. There he goes. He's doing the fill over the one. There's a good amount of space. That's one of my favorite Metallica songs, Orion. But yeah, he doesn't. It's okay. We don't need fills, Lars. It's fine. Oh.
He fucking left the band!
Yes, he did. That was. Yeah, I'll post a link to that video in the description. Oh man, I feel better about my drumming abilities. Oh Lars, there's just so much to be said and not and avoided. It's just a mess. The whole thing's a freaking mess. I'm depressed now after watching that. All right, Leo. I don't know why that put me in such a, I don't say bad mood, just like, ugh, watching your heroes like get old, which is fine. People get old, okay? Aging and time is a constant, as far as we know.